In the previous slide, in the previous recording, we learned, indeed, we began about discussing that how sometimes we will be given a comprehension passage and you will be asked to frame questions of your own, and the kind of questions you will be asked to frame are WH questions. Sometimes you will be asked to frame do form or inversion questions. Sometimes you will also be asked to frame question tags. Okay, so how to frame these questions we discussed in the previous session. In today's session, this session, what we'll do is we'll read the passage. Okay, we'll read the complete passage and arrive at and see how you can frame these three categories or three types of questions on this particular passage. Okay, so there is this passage. It has one big paragraph and a small paragraph at the end. Okay, so we shall have a quick reading of this passage and later on try to answer, try to set questions, okay, on it. It begins like this. The research has shown that the human mind can process words at the rate of about 500 per minute, whereas a speaker at rate of about 150 words a minute. Okay, the difference between the two at 350 is quite large. So a speaker must make effort to retain the attention of the audience, and the listener should also be careful not to let his mind wander. Okay, good communication calls for good listening skills. Listening starts with hearing but goes beyond. Hearing in the words is necessary but is not a sufficient condition for listening. Listening involves hearing with attention. Listening is a process that calls for concentration. While listening, one should also be observant. In other words, listening has to do with ears as well as with eyes and the mind. Listening is to be understood as the total process that involves hearing with attention, being observant, and making interpretations. Good communication is essentially an interactive process. It is necessary to be interested and also show or make it abundantly clear that one is interested in knowing what the other person has to say. Good listening is an art that can be cultivated. It relates to skill that can be developed. A good listening knows the art of getting much more than what the speaker is trying to convey. He knows how to prompt, persuade, but not to cut off or interrupt what the other person has to say. At times, speaker may or may not be coherent, articulate, and well organized in his thoughts and expressions. For listening to be effective, it is also necessary that barriers to listening are removed. Such barriers can be both physical and psychological. Physical barriers generally relate to hindrances to proper hearing, whereas psychological barriers are more fundamental and relate to the interpretation and evaluation of the speaker and the messages. Okay, this was the passage. that is given here for you to analyze and frame three kinds of different questions on it. Okay, so let us see in what way can we set these three types of questions. Okay, so first we shall begin with WH questions. Possibly what WH questions can you think of framing on the passage? Okay, so you can if you look at the last part of the first paragraph, you have this very convenient point. The questions need not have to be in order. Okay, there could be questions taken from some particular part of the passage which strikes your attention, right? So this has struck my attention. Very interesting part in the passage is the last part of the first paragraph, where the speaker talks about barriers to listening. Okay, possibly you can frame a WH question saying that what according to author are the barriers to listening. Okay, so what kind of question is it? Obviously I have begun the question with the word what, so this could be an example for WH question. Okay, okay, then let us look into it. How can we frame a kind of inversion question, a question which starts with do, does, that kind of, basically the question which starts with the forms of do. Okay, so maybe towards the first part of the passage, we have uh, this particular aspect being written about good communication skills. Okay, being a preliminary element for it are the good listening skills. Okay, so maybe you can frame the question like this: does the author opine that listening skills are preliminary for good communication skills? Okay, so does the author opine that do the good listening skills are the prerequisite for good communication skills? Okay, this could be one kind of inversion question which starts with the helping verb does. Okay, which is nothing but the form of do. Okay, so next thing is question tags. Okay, question tag. So again at the beginning of the passage, okay, the very first sentence the passage begins with that research has shown that the human mind can process words at the rate of about 500 per minute. Okay, so the sentence has the helping verb has. So if you turn it, convert it into question tag, what do you need to do? First put a comma after this sentence. Okay, then the sentence first evaluate whether it is in affirmative or negative form. It is in affirmative form because you don't have negative form of not here. So research has shown. So has is not accompanied by negative form of not. So in the question tag, it should begin with has not. Okay, comma, then has not or hasn't. We pronounce it as hasn't. The the shortened form of has not is hasn't. Then the what is the pronoun which we can use here? It can be it because there is no reference to a person. It is reference to research as an activity. So you can use the impersonal pronoun as it. Okay, hasn't it, and put a question mark at the end. Okay, so for the first sentence, okay, which ends with a comma here, This you can take it as very apt sentence for the using of question tag here. Okay, so after you write a sentence, put a comma and write helping verb in it is in its negative form, hasn't, plus personal impersonal pronoun it, hasn't it, and end it with a question mark. Okay, so this is how you can successfully frame the questions on the given passage. When you, before framing the questions, read the passage doubly and carefully, doubly careful, because you are not answering the questions but you are framing the questions, because it's a double task. Framing questions requires little bit of more efforts, right, than answering the question, because if you have to frame question, you have to keep answers in mind first, then you frame questions on it. Okay, so this is how you can either answer the question set on a passage, or you can frame the questions keeping answers which already are there, which already exist in the passage given for your comprehension.